Boom, that was incredible. Too fast, too dangerous. Smash, grind, and obliterate everything. Split all the logs from the smallest to the biggest. Here's a full compilation of everything you'll see in this video. This is the ultimate tree-crushing machine, a relentless force of nature. Trunks, branches, dry wood, even stubborn green limbs are dragged in and shredded without mercy. This is a simple yet incredibly effective log splitting machine. Don't be fooled by its compact design. It packs the power to handle even the toughest logs. With one clean push, the wood splits effortlessly in two. Dry wood, fresh wood, knotted or twisted, nothing stands a chance. Grind everything that passes through this machine, especially those tree trunks and tiny branches. Nothing escapes the cold blades and the furious spinning force within. Young trees, dry twigs, withered leaves, all are dragged in, torn apart, and reduced to shreds in an instant. This machine does not stop, does not tire, does not show mercy. Anything that falls into its jaws becomes part of an endless storm of destruction. This is not just a machine, it's a beast, ravenous and growling, ready to devour an entire forest if you don't stop it. The machine hums steadily, its conveyor belt moving like the lifeblood of the entire system. Along the line, workers skillfully drop logs and wooden planks onto the belt, all heading toward one destination, the grinding unit. Steel blades spin with relentless force, devouring the wood and turning it into fine sawdust within seconds. The air vibrates with the rhythm of machinery and human effort, working as one. Every fleck of sawdust marks the beginning of transformation into plywood, wood pellets, or building materials. It all starts here, where human hands and mechanical precision come together to turn raw wood into something of value. Pre-cut logs are placed one by one onto the log splitter. At the heart of the machine lies a razor-sharp blade, gleaming under the light, ready to slice with surgical precision. One firm push, and the log splits clean in half, as if cut through butter. The machine operates with decisive force, no hesitation, no error. Every split is a moment of mechanical mastery, the sound of cracking wood echoing through the air, blending with the fresh scent of timber and the hum of power. Wow, a massive sand, gravel, and soil separator is roaring to life on the construction site. Giant scoops of earth are dumped in, and instantly the shaking and screening system kicks in. Soil is filtered out, sand rains down through the lower mesh, and gravel is pushed to the side, all happening in perfect, powerful rhythm. Don't let its size fool you. This is a super compact wood press machine with serious power. No matter how big, tough, or heavy the log is, it gets pressed smoothly, quickly, and cleanly every time. A man grips his chainsaw firmly, fully focused. In front of him stands the massive base of an ancient tree. Imposing but not intimidating, each cut he makes is delicate, calculated, and razor-sharp in precision. He's not just sawing wood, he's orchestrating the controlled fall of a living giant, guiding it with years of skill and intuition. The roar of the chainsaw blends with the wind and the rustling of leaves. Then, with one final cut, the tree begins to lean, falling exactly where intended, with pinpoint accuracy. A flawless display of craftsmanship and control. This is a smart cutting machine. With just a simple command, it automatically detects the exact point on the log and delivers a precise, clean cut. What's more, once the cut is done, the log is automatically moved to the required location, ready for the next step. Fast, accurate, and professional, all in one intelligent machine. Every cutting point is detected with incredible accuracy and completed with impressive speed. This machine isn't just precise, it's also highly mobile, easily maneuvering around the workspace or even out in the field. It can handle large tree trunks, long planks, and take on multiple tasks with ease. A smart, all-in-one solution, the kind of tool you can rely on for any wood-related job. A truck equipped with a powerful hydraulic crane moves steadily through the timber yard, lifting heavy logs effortlessly from the ground. The crane swings smoothly, gripping each log firmly and placing it precisely onto the boat docked by the riverbank. Every motion is clean and accurate, showcasing the perfect combination of modern machinery and skilled operation. Amidst the vast green expanse of the pine forest, a state-of-the-art logging vehicle with an extra-long hydraulic boom moves smoothly into the harvesting zone. The steady hum of its engine blends into the natural surroundings, forming a unique harmony between man and machine. Equipped with intelligent controls and advanced sensors, the machine identifies each tree, calculates the optimal cutting angle, and precisely positions its boom. Once locked in, the powerful hydraulic saw engages, and within seconds, the towering pine is brought down cleanly and in the exact direction intended, without disturbing nearby trees. But the process doesn't stop there. The vehicle immediately begins segmenting the log into uniform, neatly cut sections, perfectly measured for transport and downstream processing. All of this is done with just one operator, yet the efficiency and output far exceed manual labor. This is more than a machine. It's an extension of human capability, blending mechanical power with digital precision and sustainable forestry thinking. A clear example that the timber industry can grow stronger without compromising nature. Because the log was too long, the man had to cut it into smaller sections before feeding it into the wood splitter. With swift, experienced movements, he trimmed each segment precisely. No excess, no waste. Then one by one, the shorter logs were placed into the machine, where sharp blades split them cleanly and evenly. In just moments, the wood pieces were beautifully and neatly split, ready for the next stage of processing. This is a large-scale wood processing and manufacturing facility where every step from raw log intake to finished product is run on a modern, fully synchronized production line. Logs harvested from forests are transported to the factory using specialized trucks. Once they arrive, the timber is sorted and categorized by size, quality, and intended use before entering the next stage of processing. The first step involves feeding the logs into an automated cutting system. Using industrial-grade saw blades, the system slices the logs into uniformly sized segments with speed and precision. Built-in sensors and automatic controllers ensure minimal material loss while maintaining cutting accuracy. After cutting, the wood pieces are checked again for consistency in size and moisture content, then fed into a smart packaging system. Here, the wood is divided into boxes based on strict weight requirements, sealed and labeled clearly for easy storage and transportation. Finally, the packed wood is loaded onto trucks or containers, ready to be shipped to furniture factories, construction sites, distributors, or even exported abroad. A man holding a sharp axe in hand carefully chops away the outer parts of a large log. Under the sunlight, each strike is firm and precise, a blend of skill and experience, used to clean up the log's surface and prepare it for the next stage. Once the log has been trimmed and smooth, it's placed onto a specialized wood splitting machine. There, the machine pushes the log through its powerful blades, splitting it into smaller, even sections, ready for drying, packaging, or further use. long journey from deep forests, the solid timber trunks arrive at the wood processing plant, where modern technology and precision techniques are used to transform rough logs into high-value usable products. At the facility, the logs are neatly stacked in the intake area, then gradually fed into a fully automated processing line. First, they are debarked and surface cleaned before being sent into high-performance industrial saws. These saws, operating at high speeds with extreme accuracy, slice the logs into uniformly sized planks, all meeting strict standards for thickness and width. Each plank is then sent to the quality control section, where technicians inspect surface quality, moisture content, and warping. Planks that pass inspection are transferred to drying chambers, ensuring proper moisture balance to prevent shrinking or cracking later during use. After drying, the wood may undergo additional processing, such as sanding, trimming, or lamination, depending on its final purpose, whether for plywood, laminated board, furniture components, or decorative materials. All products are then carefully packaged and labeled before being distributed to furniture factories, construction companies, or exported internationally. This is one of the most critical phases in the entire timber production chain, where the value of forest resources is maximized through modern machinery and strict quality management. Straight, beautiful logs, and with clean grain lines and uniform shapes, are steadily being transported into the wood processing facility. Each log is carefully selected for quality and consistency, then fed into a modern cutting system, where it is sawn lengthwise into thin, square planks with smooth, even surfaces. The cutting process is both fast and highly precise, powered by automated machinery and sensors that ensure each plank meets the exact thickness and dimensional standards. Once processed, the planks are moved to another section of the factory via conveyors or specialized carts, and then neatly stacked in organized layers and blocks, maintaining a clean and efficient working environment. The trunks of harvested pine trees, after being cut and prepared in the forest, have now arrived at the processing facility. Here they enter a highly efficient handling process. Each log is placed on an automated conveyor belt, smoothly moving toward a high-capacity industrial shredder. As the logs reach the system, steel blades spinning at high speed begin to grind the wood into fine, small wood chips and sawdust. These wood particles are then sorted, dried if necessary, and repurposed for multiple applications, such as raw material for producing industrial plywood, widely used in furniture and construction, compressed wood pellets or biomass fuel, which serve as clean-burning energy sources during the winter, replacing coal and reducing environmental impact. This process helps maximize the value of every part of the tree, ensuring nothing goes to waste, all while supporting a circular, sustainable production model. Once the logs are trimmed into manageable lengths, they are transported to the splitting station, where modern machinery takes over to break each log into smaller firewood sections. Placed carefully, either by conveyor or manual handling, Each piece of wood is fed into a powerful log splitter. The machine uses a hardened steel cross-shaped wedge, pressed by high-pressure hydraulics to drive through the center of the wood, cleaving it quickly and cleanly. In just a few seconds, a single log is split into 2, 4, or even 6 equal parts, depending on the machine's settings. The resulting firewood pieces are uniform in size, easy to stack, and perfect for efficient burning. Deep in the forest, a state-of-the-art logging machine equipped with a highly flexible hydraulic crane is operating with strength, speed, and precision. The crane arm of this machine is entirely controlled by an experienced operator, seated inside a climate-controlled cabin with a wide-angle view and camera-assisted monitors. With just a few coordinated joystick movements, he can adjust the crane's height, reach, and pressure to target specific trees. Once a suitable tree is identified, the grapple head clamps firmly onto the trunk, and a circular saw blade is activated, slicing cleanly through the base in just a matter of seconds. After the tree is safely felled, the crane continues to work, lifting and rotating the trunk into position, feeding it through an automated cutting head. The log is then cut into smaller, uniform segments, each precisely measured for easy transport and processing. These wood segments are then stacked neatly at a staging area, ready for pickup. Soon after, specialized forestry transport trucks, some with long beds or trailers, arrive on site, loading up the timber in batches. The trucks then exit the forest via dedicated logging roads, carrying the raw wood directly to processing facilities, where it will be sawed, dried, compressed, or ground into various wood products. The entire workflow, from felling to cutting to transportation, is a seamless collaboration between human skill and advanced machinery, providing maximum productivity with minimal manual effort. Once the timber logs have been felled and cut into standard lengths, both workers and machines move into action to load the logs onto specialized transport vehicles. Each log is neatly arranged and stacked in layers on large trucks or flatbed trailers, ensuring stability and safety even as the vehicles travel through rough forest terrain. Some vehicles are equipped with automated crane arms, which lift and position the logs efficiently, reducing manual labor and significantly speeding up the loading process. Various parts of the tree trunks, from small branches to medium-sized logs, are lifted and fed into the high-capacity industrial wood chipper using cranes or specialized grab arms. Once inside the machine, a set of sharp, fast-spinning shredding blades takes over. With immense pressure and speed, all wood material is quickly crushed into tiny uniform wood chips or shavings. These fine wood particles are then collected via output conveyors and can be used for a variety of applications such as organic composting, agricultural mulch, or raw material for producing engineered wood boards, biofuel pellets, and more. In another area, a larger wood grinding machine is seen operating at full capacity. Its powerful engine roars through the open space as massive logs are fed continuously into its wide intake, where giant industrial shredding blades spin at high speed. The machine works with force and precision, crushing each log in just seconds, producing a large volume of fine wood chips that are carried out on conveyors, ready for recycling or further processing. A group of young men with strong hands and focused eyes are working hard to cut through the base of a massive old tree. They begin by sawing carefully around the trunk, creating a series of precise cuts in the direction they've planned. Once the cuts are deep enough, One of them steps forward with an axe, striking cleanly into the grooves with controlled, powerful swings. Everyone else stands at a safe distance, observing closely. Then, a sharp crack echoes through the forest. The tree begins to lean, and finally it falls safely and perfectly in the intended direction.